Hey there, I'm Gabriel Luna, and you're at Comics Online.
So Gabriel, we're at FanExpo Chicago. We're
Yeah.
excited to talk to you. We've had a little bit of interaction, and it's been about food.
Right.
Pizza.
It
pizza
was
skulls.
on. It was on. I guess Twitter or X
Yep.
or whatever it was, and I've since kind of jumped ship on that. But you made some pretty badass Ghost Rider pizza skulls.
I appreciated the kudos. So it was
I
exciting.
love it. They were amazing. But I'm a big. I love a good pie, man. I'm a big pizza guy. So we're here in Chicago. And my friend Mike Milazzo, if you're in Chicago, go to Fat Chris's Pizza and such. We were just joking, me and Paul Walter Hauser last night, because, dude, this is a crazy story. So my buddy Mike, who was in my very first play when I was in high school, after I messed up my shoulder in football and became an actor, we did Cuckoo's Nest. And my buddy Mike played R.P. McMurphy. And so, unbeknownst to me, I'll go over to Mike, once again, Fat Chris's Pizza and such. We went over there, and I went over there last night. He does Detroit-style pizza, of course, with the crispy edges, the cheese on the bottom with the sauce on the top, so that the pizza doesn't get soggy. And it's an amazing spot. He's from Michigan, so he does Detroit-style here in Chicago, which is kind of crazy. But the tie-in was, me and Paul Walter Hauser became friends, and I didn't even know, but my buddy Mike Milazzo and Paul, who's also a Michigander, both did improv together here in Chicago in 2010. So that was just so crazy that put two and two together. So me and Paul, we were like, we got to do a spot for him, a commercial for, and Paul P-Dub will be like, yeah, I am Fat Chris, and I'm such, and I'll be such in that scenario. And so we're gonna do a great commercial for his restaurant. But I love pizza, man. Pizza's my deal.
I'm adding it to my list now.
Dude, I was like all week long, I was like super strict with my nutrition so that I could come here yesterday night and just stuff my face. Because he does pepperoni rolls, which he calls chubby rolls, chubbies, and amazing Detroit style pizza. So go to Fat Chris's in Andersonville.
We'll put the tag at the bottom.
Yeah.
So as far as food during the pandemic, you said you started cooking as well.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear some stories about what were your go-tos.
What did we do? We did, my wife, we did some really good like stuffed peppers, which is kind of a Romanian thing they like to do. Like you get the bell pepper and you make some a nice stuffing with the meat and the onions and the peppers and all that stuff. And that was really great. It was kind of a go-to. It was kind of easy, put in the oven. But we were also, like everyone else, we were on that Great British Baking Show. So Paul Hollywood taught me how to do a quick bread, which, you cut it. It's just a big piece of dough, and you got to knead it a certain way so that it rises in the appropriate way. But I made a cheddar jalapeno quick bread that was unreal. Like, I was so proud of that. And then we also made a chocolate one with walnuts and chocolate chips in it. And I have not to this day been able to replicate it. But it was a point of pride for me during the pandemic that I was able to, do a Paul Hollywood quick bread.
We're going to have to exchange some recipes later.
Yeah.
So aside from cooking, I would love to hear if you could give a TED Talk on any topic right now, or if you were thrown up on stage, what would it be and why?
That's a great question. TED Talk. What
are you passionate about?
What am I passionate about? Well,
other than pizza, which we...
I love music. I love to draw. I love... I think I guess if it wasn't what I do, if I didn't do what I do, what would I do? Yeah. No, actually, if I had a choice to go back, if I was going to go to school again, I think I'd go into camera, just because it fascinates me, I'm always attached at the hip of our gaffers and our DPs, just because it's just to be able to capture space and atmosphere. It's so intriguing to me, and I'm really into that. So I'd brush up. Oh, you know what? Chess. I'd probably do a TED Talk on chess.
Okay.
I love to play chess, and Arnold and I play quite a bit. And I've literally tried to study and take lessons from grandmasters on chess.com, because I was pretty good before I met him, but he's very, very good. He's very competitive. And if you're sitting across the chessboard with Arnold, it's almost impossible to not be intimidated, because he's just the master of mind games. I feel like I'm Lou Ferrigno on Pumping Iron, because he's just like It's like, what are you doing? You really gonna move your horse there? Or if you move the horse, then I take the rook. And he's basically just talking you out of moves, you know. He's just so it's easier on chess.com because you don't quite you don't hear his voice, just kind of getting into your zone. But I love him with all my heart. So maybe we'll do a joint TED Talk about chess.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as your passions outside of work, what do you do to relax? What's your go-to?
I play my guitar, write songs. I like to sketch and draw. My garden, really. Just like go out to my backyard and kind of take care of all my trees and my I just planted a bunch of really nice. I got a good color scheme going, like purples and whites and oranges and all my drought-resistant plants that I planted back there, and doing work in the garden. I got an orange tree, guava trees. I got lemons. I got apples, green apples. So yeah, it's kind of soothing just to head back and relax and take care of my garden. It's just my old man stuff, That's how I am these days.
You know what? The random fun stuff. It's nice to hear about what people get to do outside of work and what they're actually passionate about.
Yeah. I'm like Hank Hill when it comes to that stuff, man. It's like my lawn is everything. Just like out there mowing and watering, and that's what I do.
Next most important question of the con: if you could be a dinosaur, which one would you be and why?
You know what? I would want to be something that could I kind of want to like fast forward into past the crustacean and get into because I want to be like a saber-toothed tiger, but that's not a dinosaur. So,
I mean, if you're a Power Ranger, technically you're okay.
There you
but
go. Yeah. But no. Let me think. I mean, T-Rex is too easy, but I wouldn't want to have those short little arms. An Allosaurus is even bigger and kind of cool. Maybe a plesiosaur, just because I'm a big Loch Ness Monster fan. I always believed in the Loch Ness Monster. I may still believe. I'm not sure.
Nessie's out there.
Yeah, Nessie's out there. I hope she is. Yeah. Well, I went to Iceland, and they got their own type of Loch Ness monster that lives in this lake. It's called the Lagos Kalisvili or something like that. It's named after the lake there and on the eastern side of Iceland. And there's a Super Smash Brothers tourney going down.
Do you play?
I met those kids over at the game arena, and it's just wild, dude. They're going off. It's like the Senate and people of Rome. It's just full-on gladiator combat. Everybody's cheering. And so, but yeah, no, I play a little bit. I like Marth. I'm a Marth guy.
Okay.
I like anybody with swords on that game is kind of where I'm at. But anyway, yeah, I'll be Nessie. Play some with my Finns. I guess I'll play some Smash Brothers.
Gabriel, I really appreciate your time.
Man.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, brother.
Stay tuned for more FanExpo coverage at Comics Online.